I can't tell if this is gonna work or not, but you know. All right, let's just figure this out. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen and I'm super stoked you're watching. I'm doing a totally different type of video than I've ever done before. I've never set up my camera, had it facing here, done like a super chill recipe video, and that's what I'm about to do. I am gonna make healthy chocolate chip cookie dough for you. It's made out of chickpeas. It's so good. It's like the perfect little dessert if you're wanting something like really healthy but super tasty and a little bit indulgent. And it's nice and rich and delicious, and it's just so good. It's been my go-to lately, and I just had like a couple spoonfuls of it and prime time. So the reason I'm all set up like this today is I'm really wanting to put out more content for you guys, especially recipe videos where my face is showing, because I know you guys ask for those a lot, and I've been doing a lot of like overhead recipe videos lately, which is chill, but it takes me forever to get the camera set up and the lighting and like move the island in the middle so that everything can be all nice and set up, and getting the B-roll shots and everything like that. And it just ends up being really overwhelming to do all by myself, and I just end up not doing it, and I want to do more. So I'm testing this out. I just set up the camera and I'm like just gonna make it like I'm making it, and if it's horrible and you guys hate this, tell me and I won't do it again. But it's kind of like a cook with me, kind of like a chill with me, cook with me, let's make some healthy cookie dough recipe video. So anyway, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. There's a little red button. If you are not aware, hit that. You'll be subscribed to my channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And that way I'll know that you like kind of these chill cook with me style videos, because I don't really know what I'm doing, and we're gonna see how this goes. And if it works, then I'll keep doing them. And if you guys hate them, then I won't probably do them anymore. So let's start making this cookie dough, because I want some of it right now. Okay, first thing you're gonna do is take like a tea towel type situation. I use like a napkin. We use reusable napkins instead of paper towels, so I'm just using one of those. And you're gonna wanna lay it down flat. And I know you guys probably can't see super well, but this is super straightforward of a recipe. I wasn't even going to post me talking about it because it's so straightforward, the ingredients and the steps and everything. So I figured this was a good recipe to test this out, because like I don't really need to show you, it's nothing too crazy. It's all really pretty self-explanatory. So first thing we're starting with is a can of chickpeas that I drained and rinsed, or you can use about 1.5 cups of cooked chickpeas. So if you don't want to use canned chickpeas, you can use cooked chickpeas that you made yourself. So you're gonna want to dry these off, so hence the tea towel. So I just put them on kind of 1/2 and then fold it over, and you're just gonna rub that. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing, but do you get the gist? Like rubbing them, see, until they're dry. And you'll see like some wetness on the towel, but, and they don't need to be like perfectly dry, but this is also a perfect opportunity to get rid of any of the little like shell things that come off. So see that like little gross thing that's hanging there? You can take it off. You don't have to at all, but the more of those you get off, the smoother your cookie dough will be. So you'll see like a bunch of them just start to kind of come off here. I usually just will take a minute and kind of separate those out from the rest of the actual chickpeas, because I do notice that it makes a difference. I like it a little bit better when those are taken off, but if you're lazy, you probably won't notice too much of a difference, so you can totally leave them on. But I'm gonna take some of these off, the ones that are kind of hanging here, and then we can continue making our cookie dough. You can also do this when you're making hummus too, and it'll make your hummus super smooth and creamy. I kind of find it like therapeutic and addicting. Like once I start taking the little skins off, I want to get all of them off. So maybe you're the same, maybe you're not, you do you. Okay, so that looks about good. I got a bunch of these little skins off, and I've got the remainder of the chickpeas. So you are going to take the chickpeas and put them into your food processor. I'll dump these in and then I'll move the food processor over so you can see it a little better, hopefully. All right, so I just got all of the skinned chickpeas into my food processor, and now I'm just gonna add the rest of the ingredients, except for one of them, and blend everything up. Okay, so to this, we are going to add 1/2 cup of peanut butter. I used peanut butter powder mixed with water. The peanut butter powder I use doesn't have any sugar or salt in it, so keep that in mind when making your recipe. You might want to reduce the amount of sugar in yours if your peanut butter powder already has sugar, or you can totally use regular peanut butter too. You don't have to use peanut butter powder. I just like it because it has a lot less oil, and I can eat a lot more of it without feeling really weighed down and not great. So I put peanut butter powder stuff in mind. You can use almond butter, you can do whatever you want, but that's what I found works best for me. And then you're gonna do a 1/4 cup of oats. You can totally use gluten-free oats if you need this to be gluten-free. And then 1 to 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. I usually end up doing about like 1.5 tablespoons. If you want it super sweet, then add more. All right, the next thing that I'm putting in there is a tablespoon of ground flaxseed, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a little pinch of sea salt is going in as well. And that's it. Now all we're gonna do is put our lid on there and blend it up until it's nice and creamy, kind of scraping down the sides as necessary. So depending on the thickness of your peanut butter and the size of your oats and such, you might need to add a little bit of warm water in to kind of help the blending process along. I usually don't have to, but every once in a while I do. Today I'm just gonna add it in a teeny bit because I can tell it's pretty thick. So I'm just gonna add in like maybe like, I don't know, teaspoon to a tablespoon of water just to help everything kind of come together. You don't want it liquidy, but you can kind of get this to your desired texture by adding a little bit of water if you need to. All right, that looks about good. So once it's like nice and creamy like that, then you know you are good to go. And again, make this whatever texture and consistency you prefer. If you don't want to have it this thin or this thick, this is your cookie dough, so make it however you want it. Okay, the next thing you're gonna do is just scoop this into a bowl. So it should be pretty thick. I mean, cookie dough is usually fairly thick. You want it to be that nice thick texture. It's nice and rich that way. Okay, so I just put everything from the food processor into a bowl. And now you're gonna add in 1/3 cup of chocolate chips and stir it all up. And that's it. That's literally how you make this, you guys. Why is it so easy? Why is it so good? Wait till you taste this. So I'm just gonna finish mixing this up and then we'll taste it. Okay, I am so excited to eat this right now. I love this stuff so much. All right, let me make sure I have a bite with chocolate chips in it. It's just like the exact perfect texture of cookie dough. I don't get it, but it's so good. Okay, let's try it. It tastes exactly like I'm eating raw cookie dough. Like when you were little and you couldn't eat raw cookie dough because it was bad for you because it had eggs in it. You can eat this entire thing. It's so exciting. You're not gonna get sick. It's made from mostly pretty healthy ingredients and it's easy. I could eat this shit all day. It's perfect to keep in the fridge in like a Tupperware, and whenever you're craving something sweet, like at the end of the night, just like grab out a spoon and just dive in and get a couple spoonfuls, enjoy them really slowly. And I usually find that that is enough for me because it's pretty rich. It ends up just, I feel like it's like a mind fuck. I feel like it really tricks you into thinking you're eating cookie dough. So your stomach is like, no more. So it's like the perfect little dessert for me. You guys, definitely try this. Definitely let me know what you think. If you want me to do some more like variations on this, let me know. Ooh, the other night I put walnuts in it. It was like walnut chocolate chip. So good. You could do cinnamon raisin. You could do, there's so many options. You could do like a gingerbread style. Maybe I'll do that. But I'm gonna continue eating this delicious, delicious cookie dough and put the rest in the fridge because otherwise I'll eat all of it. I don't get it. It's so good. If you want to make this even healthier, you could also use like cacao nibs instead of chocolate chips, but the sweet chocolate chips in here is so good. All right, I'm gonna stop eating this because that is so good. Okay, I'm done eating that for now. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Again, like I said, this is not normally how I make my recipe videos. If you guys had no idea when this shit I was doing and what was going on, I apologize. I wanted to try something new and fun and different, and if it works and you guys can see what was up and if it's an easy recipe, then cool. I probably wouldn't do this for like a more difficult in-depth recipe where you kind of need to see exactly what I'm doing. But it was a pretty straightforward recipe. It was pretty self-explanatory. So make sure to subscribe if you're new, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll just see you in my next video. Peace.